Guys, and welcome to part 2 of explaining Trevor Henderson characters. Ignore the background, I just made it so you can have fun while just images of flashing on the screen of Cartoon Cat this time. So have fun for this video. I hope you enjoyed this, because I really like when you enjoy this. I just want to make you happy, Have fun. Part 1. What is Cartoon Cat? So what exactly is Cartoon Cat? To put it simply, he is the most dangerous, malicious, and powerful entity in the Trevor Henderson mythos. While Sarahhead is a mindless predator driven by hunger, Cartoon Cat hunts for pure sadistic pleasure. He takes the form of a 1930s rubber-hose cartoon character, standing on two legs, wearing iconic white gloves. But don't let the nostalgia look fool you. This isn't a childhood memory. It's a living nightmare that crawled out of the silver screen. Trevor Henderson himself confirmed the Cartoon Cat is so twisted that even other monsters avoid him. He doesn't belong to nature. He doesn't bend into the forest. He haunts abandoned malls, forgotten theaters, and derelict buildings, places where humans used to gather for entertainment. He is the embodiment of corrupted nostalgia, using a friendly cartoon aesthetic to lure you in before showing his true horrific face. Part 2. The origin of Cartoon Cat. Cartoon Cat made his first terrifying appearance on the internet on August 4th, 2018, just a few days before Sirenhead grew up. Canadian horror artist Trevor Henderson posted a grainy photo of an abandoned building. Peeking from behind a wall was a pitch-black creature with a giant bloody human smile. The contrast between a cute cartoon style and a pure visceral horror instantly captivated the internet. Did I say visceral right? I don't know. Henderson's main inspiration came from the rubber hose animation style of the 1920s and 30s. Back then, cartoon characters had no bones. Their limbs bent and stretched like rubber tubes. Henderson took this exact animation physics and asked a terrifying question. What if a creature like that existed in the real world? And what if it hated humanity? The result was Cartoon Cat, a modern urban legend that blends nostalgic childhood television with cosmetic dread. Cosmic. Part 3. Abilities and hunting methods. While Sirenhead relies on camouflage and heavy stealth, Cartoon Cat possesses powers that literally defy the laws of physics. His main ability is rubber hose physiology. This means he has no skeleton. He can stretch, bend, twist, and contort his body into any shape or size. He can squeeze through tiny pipes, crawl flat along ceilings, or extend his arms across an entire building to grab you from the door. But it gets worse. He also has shape-shifting abilities. He can alter space, add more limbs, or mimic other cartoon styles to mess with his prey. And unlike other monsters who hunt quickly to eat, Cartoon Cat is a sadist. He loves to chase. He will play loud, distorted 1930s cartoon music and mimic old laugh tracks inside abandoned buildings just to terrorize his victims and drive them into a state of pure panic before he strikes. Because of his reality-bending powers, fighting back is completely useless. Physical weapons just bounce off his rubbery skin. If you enter an abandoned building and hear the faint sound of old scratching jazz music or a distant cartoon chuckle, do not look for the source. Run immediately. Because once Cartoon Cat decides you're his next audience member, the show always ends in tragedy. Part 4. Enemies and Relatives. As deadly as the Cartoon Cat is, he isn't entirely alone. He shares his twisted universe with other entities that mimic old animation. The most famous of them is Cartoon Dog, first appearing online in August 2018, just one day before Cartoon Cat. Cartoon Dog looks like a distorted canine from the 1930s. He has the same pitch black rubber skin, and iconic white gloves. Original creator Trevor Henderson confirmed that they are actually two distinct beings of the same mysterious reality-bending species. But don't expect them to be friends. While they share same physics-breaking abilities, they are fiercely independent and highly territorial apex predators. If Cartoon Dog enters Cartoon Cat's abandoned buildings, the result is a brutal, chaotic clash of reality-warping cartoon violence. Other monsters in the Henderson's mythos actually actively avoid these two because their erratic, sadistic behavior makes them completely unpredictable. Then there is Cartoon Girl, also known as Yo-Yo, originally created by cartoonist Andrew Seaston. She was later adopted into Trevor Henderson's official monster lore. Unlike the cat and the dog, Yo-Yo was once a normal human girl who lost her mind to isolation and anger. She transformed into an 8-foot-tall demonic entity with a terrifying hollow grin. While fans often call her a relatable cartoon cat because of her elastic abilities, she represents a different kind of horror, a human corrupted into a modern urban legend. Part 5. Why did Cartoon Cat disappear? Just like Siren Head, Cartoon Cat couldn't escape the dark side of internet fame. In 2021, a massive wave of brainwave content completely infected the horror community. It started as a chain reaction because Siren Head was losing his scary reputation and being turned into a toddler-friendly joke. YouTube Kids channels and clickbait creators needed fresh meat. They looked at Trevor Henderson's universe and immediately dragged Cartoon Cat and Cartoon Dog into the exact same trap. Can we talk about how this picture is so terrifying? Suddenly, the most malicious, physics-defying sadist in the internet lore was stripped of all his atmospheric threat. He became a funny meme character. Creators put him in FNF mods. Okay, the FNF mods. I don't know why they're here. Minecraft roleplays and cringy-worthy don't call Cartoon Cat at 3 a.m. videos. Because his look was already based on a cartoon, it was dangerously easy for channels to market him directly to small children who didn't know his dark backstory. The tragedy of Cartoon Cat's fame is that he didn't just fall on his own. He was dragged down by the collapse of Siren Head as the internet overexposed these monsters. The genuine horror community moved on. That was once a brilliant, terrifying universe of modern folklore became a playground for corporate clickbait. The terrifying pure of Cartoon Cat was officially drowned out by the noise of the internet brain rot era. Part 6. The Comeback. But you can't keep a good monster down! Just when it seemed like Cartoon Cat was trapped in the cringy world of baby content, the internet fought back. Over the last year, a massive wave of high-quality atmospheric horror edits on YouTube and TikTok completely reclaimed the Henderson character. Creative editors took Trevor Henderson's original dark tone, paired it with funk music or funk, and reminded everyone why this rubber hose nightmare is actually the most brutal entity in the entire mythos. And also Siren Head edits were everywhere. And massive online resurgence caught the attention of the biggest studios in Hollywood. In July 2026, just weeks after Warner Bros. Secured the movie rights for Siren Head, Sony's TriStar Pictures officially swooped in and acquired the rights to develop a live-action, big-budget Cartoon Cat movie. They are fast-tracking this project with an absolute dream team of horror legends. Roy Lee, the producer behind Barbarian, and Steven Snyder, the mastermind behind the Paranormal Activity movie, are officially producing the film. Hollywood isn't looking at this as a meme. They describe Cartoon Cat as an ancient, malevolent, cosmic rot that uses human memories of vintage media as a gateway to manifest and cause violent havoc in your reality. The era of brain rot is officially over between Siren Head at Warner Bros. And Cartoon Cat at Sony. Trevor Henderson's entities are stepping off the phone screens and onto the silver screen. The internet's most dangerous cat is finally coming home, and theater audiences are definitely not ready for his show. But this is already pretty cool. Imagine now they will next announce a Cartoon Cat movie.
Hello, it's me, a cartoon dog. Now I have a question for Trevor Henderson. Where's my
Cartoon Cat went from a bone-chilling internet image to a victim of the cringe and now heading straight to a massive Hollywood silver screen adaptation with Sony. His journey proves that true horror always finds a way back to the dark. But now, I need your thoughts. Do you think Sony can successfully translate rubber hose animation physics into live action cinema? Or will it be too bizarre to handle? Let me know your casting choices in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next dive into the mythos. If you want, you can like and subscribe. But as we wrap up our look at the most malicious entities of Trevor Henderson's mind, we must remember that not everything in the void wants to destroy us. There is one creature that doesn't hunt, doesn't mock, and doesn't hide in abandoned malls. An ancient protector that smells like cinnamon and appears in your dreams right before a catastrophe strikes, trying to warn humanity next time we leave the malice behind and uncover the tragic heroic legend of the entity known as Longhorse. See you in the next broadcast. Cartoon Dog, be quiet.